Hello and welcome everybody. Today we are going to learn about spooky facts about your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the powerful secondary system that runs everything in your life. Learning about the subconscious and how to stimulate the communication between the conscious and the subconscious minds is a powerful tool on the way to success, happiness and riches. If you want to change your life for better, then this video is for you. Keep watching the whole video and don't skip any important part. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news. First of all, let us know what is the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is a data bank for everything which is not in your conscious mind. It stores your beliefs, your previous experience, your memories, and your skills. Everything that you have seen, done, or thought is also there. It is also your guidance system. It constantly monitors the information coming from the senses for danger and opportunities, and it will communicate that information to the conscious mind. The communication between the subconscious and the conscious mind is bidirectional. Every time when you have an idea or an emotion, a memory or an image from the past, this is the subconscious mind communicating to your conscious mind. The communication in the other way is not so trivial and is achieved using the principle of autosuggestion. So now, let's move to the facts of the subconscious mind. 1. It is too much big. The best way to visualize how the conscious and the subconscious works is like an iceberg. The conscious being the small part of the iceberg that appears above the water, and the subconscious being the huge part that rests below the water. Conversely, it's your conscious mind that is the gardener that plants the seeds into the garden or fertile soil that is the subconscious mind. This is why the power of positive thinking is so important. 2. It is always active. The subconscious mind does not go to sleep when the conscious part does. Not only does it maintain your bodily functions, such as breathing, it stays alert and absorbs messages even while you are sleeping. If you fall asleep in front of the TV, your subconscious will hear every word that is being said. That is the reason some people play soothing music while they sleep, or expose themselves to empowering messages before bed. It doesn't sleep unlike your conscious mind. Your subconscious doesn't go to sleep when you do. In fact, it does more work. When you are down for the count, your subconscious uses those 8 hours to catch up on all the processing it couldn't do during the day. So while you are lost in dreamland, your subconscious is wide awake. This is one of the main reasons why our dreams tend to contain memories and information stored in our subconscious. While you are sleeping, your subconscious mind has full control, so your dreams are often a blend of automatic thoughts. Most of the time they are just random slices of your imagination, but sometimes you can view things about yourself that your conscious mind will never discover. 3. It absorbs tons of data. You have probably heard that you only use 10% of your brain. Any neuroscientist will tell you it's not. We use the vast majority of our brains on a daily basis. We are constantly jumping from hemisphere to hemisphere, lobe to lobe. Now of course, that doesn't mean each part of our brain is always performing at its best. Every second, our subconscious takes in around 2 million bits of data. That sounds like a ton, but remember that our subconscious is capable of processing 1 million times more than that, while our conscious is usually working on an overdrive. Our subconscious can handle about anything you can throw at it. Have you ever been sitting at home watching TV when some person that you hated years ago randomly pops into your head to your conscious mind? These thoughts come out of nowhere, and sometimes they do, but not every random thought is completely meaningless. Neuroscientists call these intrusive thoughts. They tend to infiltrate your mind when you are zoning out. Some are weird and goofy. Others can be dark and creepy, even if some disturbing mental images shows up right before you fall asleep. It doesn't mean you are a terrible person. Everyone's mind wanders to strange places, but there is only one reason to take them seriously. If you find yourself having the same thoughts over and over again, your subconscious is trying to send you a message. 4. it controls your body. Sometimes your subconscious mind speaks through your body. When it's feeling frustrated or distressed, it stimulates all kinds of physical symptoms. You might notice a rash or pimples pop out of nowhere, or maybe your joints start randomly aching. There are some of the most commonly misdiagnosed symptoms because there is no illness involved. It's all your subconscious. Remember that your subconscious controls pretty much everything in your body. So when it's stressed, many of those automatic functions start going off the rails. For example, your brain might subconsciously tighten your abdominal muscles or stop producing digestive hormones. Both cause stress-induced stomach, yet people are way more likely to blame something they ate. 5. The subconscious mind makes no difference between what's real and what's imagined. Your subconscious had a hard time distinguishing between what's real and what's imaginary. A study from the late 90s tested this by asking two groups of people to play the piano. The first group actually touched the instrument, while the second just imagined they were playing. After scanning the participants' brains, researchers discovered that the subconscious couldn't tell the difference. It reacted the same way to the imaginary notes as it did the real ones. But no one in the second group actually believed they were playing the piano. So how do we tell the difference? This is where your conscious comes into play. It analyzes all the information your subconscious takes in and then decides what is and isn't real. Now, of course, our conscious can't always make a clear distinction, which is where fear and anxiety come from. Imagined danger can be terrifying because your subconscious reacts like it's really happening. When your conscious brain sees your body freaking out, it sometimes gets fooled into thinking you are really in danger. What you see is what you get when it comes to your subconscious perception. Our subconscious mind is unable to reason. A classic example of this is that we get scared by horror movies or clearly photoshopped images. We know that there is nothing to be scared of, but our subconscious mind is the one that reacts. 6. It only knows now. Your subconscious only knows the here and now. Like the subconscious mind doesn't have a perception of time, it can only think in terms of the present. This connects to the topic of training the subconscious, which was touched on earlier. If you want to subconsciously believe you will achieve something, you need to visualize yourself achieving it in the present time. 7. It is habitual. Your brain absorbs massive amounts of information every single day. To make sense of it all, it needs some way to differentiate between things that are important and things that are extraneous. Repetition is one of your brain's most useful tools when deciding what to pay attention to. It's actually pretty simple. The more you perceive something, the more priority it gets. These rules apply to everything from people to subjects in school. Affirmations are one of the best examples. Now at first, they don't do anything because your subconscious doesn't really take them seriously. But each repetition reinforces the idea. Your brain starts to dedicate more and more space until finally the affirmation is important enough to change your behavior. But repetition isn't just for the healthy things in life. Repeated fears are often way more terrifying because those negative emotions are ingrained in your subconscious. You might tell yourself you are not scared, but your subconscious will quickly tell you otherwise. As per the driving example, the subconscious mind is habitual and recognizes patterns. If you repeat the same thing again and again, it will be retained intact by your subconscious mind. This is particularly interesting in the case of motivation. If you repeat positive and motivational words and messages, it might actually change your outlook in the long run. 8. It has an autopilot mode. Don't really understand how the subconscious works? Try this. Next time you are typing, try to consciously acknowledge each key you are typing. It's tired and time-consuming. Notice how when you don't pay attention, the keys still get typed anyways. That's the power of the subconscious at work.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news.
If you learned something new today, then give the video a like and tell us in comments which step you like it more. And here's some others great videos I think you will enjoy. Just click on the left or on the right.